Drive Time, starring Tyson and Aaron Mayhew.
But I know what you mean. Why is everybody beeping?
Oh, God. I'm driving. I'm sorry. I thought it was a 35. Is it 45?
Drive Time.
Oh, good morning, Mayhew. Welcome back.
Timo! It's me. It's me, your good friend, Aaron L. Mayhew.
Let's get into some Packers.
Oh, God. Tyson. What the fuck was that yesterday?
It's people, okay? This is all a people problem, not a talent problem, not a scheme problem. It's insecurities, things they want to hide or make up for, bubbling to the surface and suddenly being our biggest weakness. I want to go back to the Steelers game. It was a historic, important moment for Jordan. And I feel like in the second half, he just took control. It felt like we found our offense. Matt LaFleur even said at the end, that second half, that's who we are. That's who we are. And then he went out the next week and played almost none of those plays in that order. So I'm disappointed.
I don't understand. I simply don't understand. I mean, the Arizona game, I don't know what this team is. Everybody's saying the same shit. And then we hunkered down for that Pittsburgh game. First half, sure. There were some frustrations there. And then second half, I just keep seeing these glimpses of what this team can be. I don't know. Is Tyson, maybe this defense isn't actually that good, right? I go back and I'm like, we caught Detroit off guard for sure. Week 1. Played some good ball. They were in a rhythm. We were at home. Let's go. Turns out, I don't think that Washington is really that good. So you hang those two, and everybody's just like, all right, sky's the limit. We get brought down to earth. And then we rise among the stars, and we come right back down. Whether it's the fucking Dallas game over at your place. I think part of it is, man, I have seen LaFleur at times brilliant with play calling. I don't know. I know we're just sitting on the outside, and everybody's like, why don't we just do the short game here? It's like, hey, they have a lot more information than we do. You're just a fan. But holy shit, dude. General scheme on how to attack teams. It seems misplaced. Look, that fumble by Savion. Why are you running that play, man? Why? What the fuck are you trying to do? Forcibly getting this guy involved? Tell you what, I don't like that draft pick anymore. Matthew Golden, love it. Anthony Belton, pretty fucking unsure at this point. Maybe you develop. Savion Williams in the 3rd round, I don't know. We could have maybe used a D tackle, despite we didn't know the fact that Kenny Clark was going to be moving on. But it's like, man, this draft was being loaded in them. Cornerback earlier could have been a good move. So let's talk offensive line. Our future currently is looking pretty fucking bleak. Elton Jenkins had one of the worst performances from a center I think I've seen. Yesterday, a couple of wide open, just I'm shifting over to double team. How do you miss those assignments? You've looked uncomfortable since day fucking 1. Aaron Banks consistently hurt. We gave him money. Sean Ryan, who I thought was fine against the run, they've put Morgan in, replace him, or they're swapping, keeping everybody on their toes. Competition. When we know Banks is down, Morgan feels more comfortable on the left side. Play left tackle and then move Sean Ryan over to the other side where he has not played a snap. I don't know. Zach Tom's hanging on by a thread. Elton Jenkins after this year contractually, I don't think really has anything. I think they were ready to move on already. Okay, let's say he just disappears. Rasheed Walker, serviceable in the pass game. He's been playing decent, I guess you could say, but he's ready to move on and get a bigger contract. Okay. Sean Ryan also potentially could move on. So all of a sudden, last year, our offensive line, which I thought was playing much better, we shook up in the worst of fucking ways and simply can't just land on a to let these guys gel in any capacity. And Stanovich, you're an offensive line guru. Ever since we moved you to coordinator, the offensive line has done worse. You have to be in these rooms. You have to be making these calls. So if maybe you collectively are all just like fucking idiots, I'm kind of running out of, I don't know, logical explanations at this point. These injuries, man. Golden is out. The Tucker. Dude, you're absolutely right. I feel like if he's in that game, we somehow find a way. It's just completely lost our identity. Brings me to my next point here, which is that Matt LaFleur is a very poor decision maker on fourth down, Tyson. He's like listening to everybody being like, why aren't the Packers going for it? And then he's like, well, I should go for it here at the worst possible time? Yeah. And then the time I should, like, I don't know. God, yeah. There's nobody in his fucking ear. There's nobody he doesn't have anybody to like bang ideas off of. And just be like, is this a good idea? Be like, no, you're a fucking idiot. Stop. And like, you're not the smartest guy in the room. And Tyson, I think you might be right. He could potentially go on to a different situation and maybe he'd flourish. But I even question that. That 4th and 8 really upset me. On a day when you can't score any points and you just need to set yourself up. Like, why? That made zero sense to me. I don't care if your quarterback is clamoring for it. That's too large distance. Your offensive line is playing like shit. You're receiving everybody. Like, this is not a good situation. And even if it's windy and you don't have the best faith in your kicker, we were fucking close, man. That's a chip shot. Get 3, let your defense go make a play, and get the ball back, and let's win this fucking game. Instead, as soon as we got up there, we go for 1 and go for 2. I'm like, doesn't fucking matter. You go for 2, you get it. They can still win with a fucking field goal. And dude, our defense, let's talk Halfley. I don't know if he's a guru at all. I'm not digging what he's doing with what he's got as of late. Dowdle, this motherfucker, just running rampant all day long. The short stuff, everything we know about how to beat our defense. And we just like allow it to happen. I just felt this loss coming and I just knew. I should have just walked out. I'm like, we're going to lose this fucking game. I knew it like halfway through the 4th quarter. It's like, we're done. How? Why? Why, Packers? Is it just our way to dig a hole? Is that all we know? In an NFC that, dude, like, nobody is separating themselves. And worst of all, you do this shit at home? Not even on the road. Bryce Young, what do you have, like, fucking 98 yards? Guy didn't do shit. Time of possession? I bet they beat us. I feel like we never had the ball. And, dude, Jordan's interception also, it's like, man, he had one earlier that I know Watson caught. It's like, okay. You gotta learn, man. When they show the view of what he had, what? Why? There's a difference between putting a ball up for your guy to go make a play and just wanting to fucking throw away the ball. The 4th and 8, I will say, I was pissed off with Dobbs. I think he thought he was going to come back. When it's a scramble, they look like a bunch of fucking idiots out there, Tyson. Find a spot and give your quarterback just a shot at a completion. This is like the biggest down of the fucking game at this point. I don't even know. I just feel like they're not well coached, Tyson. Top to bottom. Maybe they come up with some big win next week and I'll be like, okay, I'm back on board, but I don't know. And here's the other thing. I'll leave you with this. This is idea of like moving on from LaFleur. I've heard like other pundits be like, well, who's out there? Who else are you going to get? And then like you're going to shake it up and it's going to set you back. And it's like, I tell you what sets us back is riding the McCarthy train. Years longer than we should have because it's like, we're close. We're close. I'm tired of close. I'm tired of fucking looking soft on the sidelines. I'm tired of talking about having a culture. I just feel like we're riding the fucking Green Bay Packer aura as far as actual philosophy and like what we stand for, man. And I don't know. We still just seem soft to me. We can bucks it up and just, hey, get to the playoffs. And they got the wins, inflated numbers. But once it comes time to establish yourself and really buckle down, the other teams aren't afraid of us anymore and haven't been for a while. used to think it was like a Rodgers thing. And I do think that's part of it. I feel like that guy would buckle like in the playoffs. And it was really, God, it was wild to see him. I don't know, a team like Pittsburgh, just like yelling at guys, looking all salty on the sidelines. Doesn't give me joy though. What gives me joy is just taking care of business. It's like 10 deer. Hey, gang. And that just hasn't been the case. So excuse me for any yelling or rambling. But your boy is back. Talk soon.
Drive time.
Go. All right. Sammy has really gotten into football. Like, his new obsession is football and Packers football. We watched the Brett Favre Super Bowl VHS, and he's obsessed with all this shit. And then we went back and watched Favre came back as a Viking, and we came to Minnesota to play him. And that was the first Brett Favre game he had ever seen. It was like, whoa, he throws really fast, Dad. And then you saw Rodgers back then. Holy shit, that guy was fucking incredible. And rocket coming off of his hand. He does not throw that way anymore. No one does. That was incredible. Sorry, going back to that. So I explained the whole Rodgers and Favre dynamic, and how Favre did not like Rodgers, and how Rodgers is fueled by anger and hate and feeling slighted and feeling disrespected. And you saw it back then too. Also, I watched a play in that. Rodgers was playing well, toe for toe, with Favre. There's a couple of things I noticed in that game that I now think are really interesting. But he's going toe for toe. I know how Aaron Rodgers likes his dig route. He wants you to pound on it and then run to the sideline, but diagonal kind of back towards the quarterback so he can get you that back shoulder unstoppable throw. Greg ran it kind of a little like bad. He ran a bad route. The other team got a pick. That was the first error by him in that game. And I know how Raj is. He was the same fucking guy. He's the same fucking guy. Mayhew, we got lucky in 2010. We got lucky in 2010 that we had a very weak schedule, because we just watched that one too. We watched that documentary. We did not have a very good schedule, or very hard schedule. Our team got injured and actually improved. And also, we were going up against a battered league that didn't have anybody to play. Our backups were better than their backups in 2010. I liked, Rodgers played great, sure. The wide receivers were impressive. But, man, the offensive line from 1 year before that was a fucking joke. When we were in that Minnesota game, it was Alan Barbary, Jason Spitz. These are fucking chumps. These are chump baskets. These are guys that can't fucking play me. He went in with no tackles, no good guards, a rookie TJ Lang that looked scared out of his fucking mind. I mean, really, like, that was the tallest order. And Rodgers almost elevated the team to a point, but he couldn't. And honestly, that team had no business competing with that Vikings team, which was Super Bowl ready. It was Super Bowl ready. It really was. And that lineup was incredible. Both those guys in the Favre and Rodgers game were dialed in. Both of them had sense of urgency. Both of them seemed like they wanted the fucking win, and it was not a joke. Fast forward to the Steelers and the Packers from this year. First half, I'll be honest, that's the best I've seen Aaron Rodgers play. That first half in a long time. And I'm like, God damn it, Rodgers is on. We're in trouble. This is what happens when you play your old player and he knows all your shit. Another thing I thought that was funny, Ryan Grant, who was our running back. Again, no fucking business competing. But we had Ryan Grant in there. And Ryan Grant goes up to Rodgers and says something. And Rodgers, laughs, smiles. And is like, yeah, all right. Tries to toss him a shuffle pass for a touchdown. And Ryan Grant fucks it up. And he asked for it, because that's Ryan Grant. But Rodgers, you can tell, he's like, against Favre, that'll be funny. Yeah, let's do it. The little nuance, Mayhew, the stuff that I would have never caught before, I'm seeing all of it now. It's really interesting.
Yeah.
We're talking Green Bay Packers football.
This is all about Matt's insecurities. Matt LaFleur's insecurities. He is always coaching to what guys can't do. That's his motivation. Avoiding the weakness. And everyone knows the fucking weakness. They've all watched tape too. They know exactly what you can and what you can't do. Okay? So you like avoiding putting an offensive lineman in there because he can't do this one thing is telling him you will never be able to do that one thing. Instead of like, get in there and figure out how to do that one thing so you're a complete player. Trying to be conservative there, just play the numbers of who's going to be the best choice. But that's not how offensive line works. That's not how quarterback play works. That's not how certain positions work. But it really is just him hiding from what he can't do and what other people he perceives can't do and what that matchup means, so we can't do that. It is not based off of reality and what is happening right now. It's based off of him overvaluing his prep time, overvaluing his previous perception, and undervaluing his immediate perception. That's the problem. He needs to be able to take everything he's done, potentially throw it away, because he shows up and it's windy. It's windy as fuck. Kicking and throwing is going to be a problem today. This is a run the football day. Right? No, that's not what we planned. So he sticks with the fucking game plan, and it's not working. And Jordan gets fucking frustrated. And what do frustrated quarterbacks do? They either run the ball themselves or they throw it fucking deep. And he threw it fucking deep. 2 in a row. Do you think that's what Matt called? No. There's always a deep route on every fucking play. Jordan's tired of not fucking moving. He's getting frustrated. When the pressure's on, things are rolling, he's anxious to, like, go. He wants to play fast. Should be playing no huddle. Should be playing way more quick game. Overthinking is not good for Jordan. Well, I just don't know what the fuck is going on over there. And, like, they're going to run it up the gut, and you still don't got a fucking plan. You still don't have a plan. Oh, and you didn't think to do that either. I don't understand how you didn't. We should have ran the ball 40 fucking times that game. We should have been the Wisconsin Badgers with Barry Alvarez. We should have jammed it down their fucking throat. But what did Matt think? Oh, but our offensive line can't run block. How are we going to do that? I don't know. Make them. They can't fucking throw today. It's too windy. Short passing game and running game is how we're going to get it done. Yeah, there's a reason Tucker Kraft was an amazing player, and it's the same reason he got hurt. He played like getting hurt wasn't even a concern at all. His body's well-being, not a priority, not even on the list. I think he was playing hurt all year, I'll be honest. I think he got hurt early. I think he kept playing through it. I know he had like a knee injury at the end of camp. He's been playing through tight knees and tight ankles. I don't think that this is just a freak injury. I think he has been battling through a lot of injuries that other guys would maybe listen to their bodies and say, maybe I shouldn't play. That's not what makes up Tucker Kraft. Tucker Kraft's whole fucking superpower is he's going to pretend that, like, you cannot fucking hurt me, and he's going to run head first, full fucking speed, no regard for his safety. And he's going to show other guys, you can fucking do that too. And when they do that, look out. We're unstoppable. Because you just have to believe you're unstoppable. But then he gets hurt and he's gone. And all of a sudden we lose that edge. We lose that identity. We lose that leadership. We lose that voice. We lose that willingness to ask for it going into 3 guys trying to tackle me. Yeah, that guy's going to get hurt. And kind of we knew he was going to get hurt. And that's why we kept Luke Musgrave. Because we're like, but the way he plays, you know, like, I was hoping it'd be like a MCL or like not full ACL tear. That sucks. That's a much worse situation because now that changes him forever. Even if he heals perfectly, he can't play like that anymore. He's not on a rookie deal. He realizes how human he is now. He went from being the leading receiver in the NFL to out for the season. One guy that's like, I'm going to do it all, come with me. Because it really changes the lack of the balls problem on the team. Before we had a plethora, and that's just one guy. But, man, he makes a huge difference. I just hope he sticks around in the team. I hope he's still a voice in the locker room. I hope they don't, like, stick him in a fucking room, rehab, never see him again. I hope he does, like, a Rodgers-esque on the Jets. Sideline on crutches, like, I'm with the team game day. Because his voice means something. I don't know when we'll ever have more talent than this. Except for maybe, like, I guess the offensive line is going to need to get rebuilt. The defensive line needs to get rebuilt a little bit. Beefed. Boy, you don't have a lot of reasons that we shouldn't be. Should be good enough. Certainly to beat that team.
This is all Matt. This is all Matt at this point. He got in the right group of friends. And he stuck around with some brilliant minds, and he learned a lot of tricks. He can, like, run an offense. I think he has the ability to really put some smart things together. But he's not special. Not at all. Kyle Shanahan, I know is special. Look, dude, San Francisco, fucking guys are going down left and right. Star players. He still finds a way to be competitive or put up points. And then I look at McVay. Another great example. Dude, look at the Rams. God, look out for the fucking Rams this year. Maybe that's like the team that actually pops out of the NFC. But I do know I look at him as a coach, and I would fucking follow that guy. I look at Matt Tyson. I don't even want to follow him into fucking Dairy Queen because I just feel like he would lead me a ride. You know what you should get is like the dilly bar. I'm like, I don't know, man. I'm like a waffle cone guy. No, you're going to want to get the dilly bar. I'm like, God, all right, I guess I get the dilly bar. And then I sit out front, and I'm fucking disappointed with my situation, Tyson. God damn it, man. Why'd you tell me to get this? I don't know. I thought it would work out. It just, next week. We'll get him next week. Get who? Me? More ice cream? You fucking piece of shit. I'm done.
Yeah.
We talking Green Bay Packers football.
I can feel it in my bones. This guy is not going to win a Super Bowl. And if he goes on to another team and somehow pulls it off, fucking congratulations. I don't think that's going to happen either. I don't. Halfley talks about, making the most out of what you have. Tyson, it's like McCarthy all over again. Where you're just like forcing what you think you want to be. And here's my point, is like he looks up to his big brothers. He looks at Kyle, he's like, I'm clever. I got my own thing. Kyle, what are you doing? Oh, you got Deebo Samuel? But that's what we need. And Gutekunst is like, are you sure? Like, I mean, is that what's going to pull all together? Yes. Well, I mean, who do you like? Oh, this guy, Savion Williams. That's the fucking piece we're missing. Because the more I can throw the ball behind the line of scrimmage, the happier and unsuccessful I will be. And Brian's like, well, fuck. All right. I mean, the game footage looks good. Maybe we can work with that. I can put it in there. That's not your Deebo Samuel. And you call it like in the worst fucking moments. I'm in on Jordan. He will make some pretty fucking stupid decisions, but I think he does it out of like you said. Maybe you didn't say that. Almost necessity. You gotta keep it moving. I know I want to keep it moving. And that should be the mentality. The foot on the gas. The shit you talked about, Matt, all off season. Where is it? What's your hesitation? I want to run the ball. Well, fuck. Josh Jacobs is a goddamn beast. You're not wrong. But everybody knows what you're doing. You're not cool. You're not complex. Stop trying to outthink everybody. Just move the ball down the fucking field. Set the tempo. The defense is built around that idea that you need to score points, and we will win every fucking football game that we play. Every game we play. You put up 13? Yeah, man, we're going to lose. We're going to lose a lot of games. And you're going in against, dude, Carolina. Great run defense, pretty decent secondary. You knew what you were going up against, and you still ran the same shit that they anticipated. Carolina's not a bad football team. The Browns aren't a bad football team. It's coaching. All of it. All of it. And player management. I mean, and then also, it's like, hey, the coaches can call the right play. The players can fuck it up. I get it. Critical moments is where we fall short time and time again. That's why we haven't won another Super Bowl. That's why we always fall short in the playoffs. It's why we play down to teams that, in theory, we should beat, because we have this idea that we can, like, flip a switch. I didn't know what the idea is. I would love to just be on the staff and just be in the locker room, hear what these coaches say. What the fuck are you guys saying? Because I tell you what, it's not translating out here on game day. And now I thank God we're at home, Tyson. But Philly, at home, they've had a bye week. They're well rested. And I just listened today is that LaFleur has never beat Nick Sirianni. This fucking dude, if there was ever a moment, show me, just show me, man. Prepare your team. Have them come out. Yeah, you got no Tucker now. What are you going to do? What are you going to cook up with what you have? Really show me what leadership is all about. Because that's what makes you special, Tyson. And look, man, I'm sitting here. I'm just fucking screaming. I'm judging. Are you going to look sweaty and insecure on the sidelines? Probably. Almost no doubt. I would be just fine with that. If this team comes out and just looks prepared, don't just come out here on Monday Night Football in front of the world at home and just get dominated, because they're going to run it down your throat. That's all they do. That's all they do. I mean, it'll stop before. Can we stop it now? I don't know. Jeff, Matt, what's the fucking plan? Luke Musgrave. We all know you can't fucking block. They do too. These coaches have been studying our insecurities and our flaws for 2 fucking weeks. They have a fucking plan, T-Bone. You know it. Every softness that we allow. The question is, how do you respond? Are we going to get to the quarterback? I don't know. Carolina was basically just like pulling people off the fucking street, and we couldn't get home. That makes me a little bit nervous. D-line wise, I think we are horribly mismatched, Tyson, against that offensive line. It's going to be a real struggle in the trenches. Maybe I'm wrong, but you know I'm not. I'll go Pack.
Hot message there, sir. Well done. Maybe you're on point. 100% with you right there. Of course, our team doesn't have a personality, and he doesn't have a rudder. He's that pretty boy that just hangs out with the fucking cool kids. Like, yeah, nice one. Steals all the fucking shit, says all the things they say, dresses like they dress, just blends in, gets to fucking run a team. They're like, hey, you don't get to get a staff. He's like, great, I don't have any real friends. That works out great. You are going to assign me play dates just like mom and dad did. I'm disappointed. Full on disappointed that he's fucking this up. And I wouldn't be surprised in the least, Mayhew, and don't be surprised when we win this game against the Eagles convincingly. And I would say, hell yeah, it's because we're going to win the Super Bowl. But as soon as I do, you know what's going to happen? He's going to go out and lose to the next worst team we can possibly fucking find. Embarrass ourselves. Back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. No fucking consistency. And I don't know, man. I might be the only person in America right now that believes in Luke Musgrave. This guy is a good fucking tight end. We were stoked about him. Yeah, he can't block, so a lot of tight ends that are very good can't block, Mayhew. They're still very good. If he can get out there, rip that seam, take some shots over the middle with that fucking mustache of his, make up for lost time, he could still be a Pro Bowl tight end, dude. It's not out of the question at all. He's been patiently waiting, foaming at the mouth, If he's not able to do it now, then he's a fucking chump. He just couldn't handle the Tucker Kraft Phoenix that was rising right in front of him. And he shrunk, you know? Offensively, we're not really fucked here. Offensive line? Yeah. Yeah, it's a goddamn mess. And I'll be honest, I don't think the team has the stomach for what's the best thing for the team at this point. Because if you were just to come in as an outside consultant with the balcony view of everything, you'd reset this line like this. Zach Tom, center. Anthony Belton, right tackle. Left tackle, Jordan Morgan. Right guard, curly hair Magoo, Sean Ryan. And then left guard, I don't know, Jenkins, the fucking Pro Bowl left guard that played really well. You just make that one switch. And you ask that rookie left tackle, you say, listen, buddy, you're right tackle now. You got to get out there and fucking do it. Anthony Belton gets out there and does it. And now you have a fucking right, you have the line nearly of the future. Nearly. I just don't understand why we're overcomplicating this, trying to make everybody so goddamn versatile when that is not what wins Super Bowls. And I just feel like we're here for Matt LaFleur all those times and all those situations where he's like, what about this? And they're like, shut up, Matt, get the fuck out of here. And he's like, dude, I think it would have worked. Tells Aaron Rodgers, hey, I think we're going to do this. And he says, shut the fuck up, Matt. Get the fuck out of here. Kicks him out. I said, okay, all right. It's my team now. We're going to do end arounds all day. Get ready. One way, then the other way, with the running back, with the wide receiver. We're going to snap the ball directly to the wide receiver and hike it back to the quarterback to do an end around. Wow! Ah, it'll be like the circus. And then he watches it all. He's like, oh, maybe actually that's not that great, actually. That's not a good idea. So I had to fucking pay for that? For you to prove to yourself and everybody else that that's a bad idea. And why are there all yes men there? Someone needs to stand up to this fucking pretty boy and challenge him. Let him know how goddamn close he is flying to the sun. Because he has to have ears. There's no way he doesn't feel the pressure now. This feels a little different than the last time you've lost. Oh, everyone's overreacting. I don't know, dude. I don't know, bro. I think we're all running out of patience for you, you fucking bitch. It's time for you to find some consistency. Either be consistently bad or consistently good even. I'll take that. Either way, it's going to get you fired. He's not going to be willing to evolve under these circumstances. And I'll be honest, I think he got comfortable, Mayhew. I think he got comfortable, just like McCarthy got comfortable. That Green Bay fucking life makes you feel like you're really doing everything right and you're the fucking king of the block. And he had a long way to go, and I don't think he looks at it that way. I just think that some other person could walk in here, John Gruden with the Bucs, this fucking team, and just get a Super Bowl like this. Bam, done, easy. Super Bowl, you got it, bam, easy. This guy's a genius. And he could ride that Super Bowl out for the next 10 years the way this team runs. We'll give you 10 fucking years on this team. You get us a Super Bowl. You get a decade coaching around here. Who wants it? Who's got the fucking answer to all these super athletes? Who could possibly put this mixture of premium ingredients together into some kind of contending Super Bowl championship team? I don't know. I bet there's a human out there that could, though. It's just a shame, man, because I think half the team truly loves Matt LaFleur, and I think half the team is kind of over this shit. Is starting to see what the fuck. And my concern, what kind of loyalties are you going to get out of a star defensive end you just got on trade right after the season starts? That's came here with this mentality of we got to win a Super Bowl. We could be this great. And then he starts seeing this bullshit. And then some of the veterans are like, yeah, man, he does this nearly all the time. And he's like, what the fuck? Are we going to have to stop getting good play out of him now? Dude, he's fucking it all up. There's consequences to these blips, okay? You're losing the team. You're losing the fans. And you're going to be losing your job soon, Coach Matt. And Jeff, you better start warming up in the fucking bullpen because I am all about him being an interim head coach. And I think he could pull people in the meantime because I don't really know who I want, but I really like the way he talks. The team respects him, and it's something we could build on. I think people will come and play for him. So our solution's already on the payroll. Matt is maybe the last one to know. And I'll be honest, if they really want him gone, you give him enough rope, let him fucking do it himself, because I'm afraid he will.
Drive Time. Starring Tyson and Aaron Mayhew. Yeah.
We talking Green Bay Packers football.